goes further, we will go further.
This is that coordinated attack that for weeks Western intelligence analysts warned could take place.
Believe me, we are ready for everything.
From the bottom of my heart, President Putin, stop your troops from attacking the Ukraine.
We are seeing hazy skies over Ukrainian cities and explosions heard for miles as Vladimir Putin declares war on Ukraine.
World leaders begging for peace, President Biden vowing action, but the question persists. What will become of Ukraine?
Fox 13 News at 10 starts right now. And that's where we begin tonight. Ukraine has declared a state of emergency and martial law as world leaders denounce movement by Russia's military into the country. As of right now, a full-scale invasion by Russia has begun. So thanks for joining us for your News at 10. I'm David Rose.
And I'm Hannah Kim. We are getting reports of missile strikes on Kyiv, Ukraine's capital, with more troops landing in Odessa. Evacuations continue in rebel-held regions of eastern Ukraine. Residents boarding buses heading for Russia as more and more civilians are killed by explosives and low-level attacks. More than 96,000 people have already fled across the border. But here is the catch. We are only seeing these evacuations in the separatist regions, areas controlled by Russia.
Western leaders say these evacuations are actually a ploy by Russia to justify this invasion. Things really escalated a few hours ago. Russian President Vladimir Putin announcing a military operation in Ukraine, claiming it's intended to protect civilians. His rhetoric insists any civilian bloodshed is Ukraine's fault, saying he has no goal to occupy the country. But during that same announcement, Putin warned other nations attempting to interfere with Russian action would face, and I quote, consequences they have never seen.
This after President Biden moves forward with more sanctions against Russia. In a briefing today, White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki promising, quote, if Russia goes further, we will go further. Tonight, Russia has taken that next step.
Reporter Trey Yinks brings us the very latest in downtown Kyiv tonight, where explosions are being heard following that declaration of war by Vladimir Putin.
We are hearing explosions in the capital of Kiev right now. This is that coordinated attack that for weeks Western intelligence analysts warned could take place. The explosions in the Ukrainian capital started shortly after reports were coming in of explosions in the east and after those what appeared to be taped remarks by Russian President Putin finished up in Moscow. One of the places in the eastern part of Ukraine that we know took a direct hit during these initial airstrikes was a small town called Kramatorsk. And it was a town that we actually landed in over the weekend when we were on the front lines with Ukrainian troops. There's a lot of military equipment there, and it was used as a base in this part of very close to the front line. The fact, though, that there are explosions in the Ukrainian capital escalates this event and this Russian invasion into Ukraine to a level that analysts feared could expand to a much larger conflict between the two sides.
Well, since Putin's latest threat, no sanctions are announced, but Biden tweeting this out, saying the U.S. and its allies will respond in a united and decisive way, also adding the world will hold Russia accountable.
In just the last half hour, we also learned the U.S. is declaring a special military operation in Ukraine. Meantime, today's sanctions target the company in charge of building Russia's Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline. Germany also hopping on that train, saying it would halt the pipeline certification. The Nord Stream 2 is a massive natural gas pipeline under the Baltic Sea, carrying 110 billion cubic meters of gas every year.
What had been a prized $11 billion investment on the part of the Russian Federation is suspended indefinitely. We have now taken complementary action using our own authorities to ensure that Nord Stream 2 is off the table, just as we said it would be.
Within the last hour, the UN Security Council wrapped up its emergency meeting, vowing action.
The crisis in Ukraine is an active and very developing situation. We are continuing to update you here and online, fox13seattle.com, as we learn more tonight.
In our